Welcome to another ClassicGlue review. Well, hello and welcome to another Glue review. Today we watched The Wunderkind, episode 5 of the new Twilight Zone. A down-and-out campaign manager, Raph Hanks, finds himself in a hospital and is recounting the events leading up to his hospitalization to an orderly. Years earlier, after inadvertently destroying his career, Raph has seized upon an opportunity to redeem himself by getting an 11-year-old YouTube star, Oliver Foley, elected president of the United States, for which he instantly regrets this after Oliver takes over control of the White House and begins issuing edicts and commands that only a bratty little kid could issue. Okay, well, that was the official description. It's not much. So what really happened was this campaign manager was, by the numbers, very proud in his skills as a campaign manager. He could elect anybody. Even had a book coming out. And is happy that they've won the impossible by getting a second term for the incumbent president, who is very low in the numbers. But unfortunately, he wasn't as good as he thought. He lost severely and was shunned by his colleagues and fell on hard times. Then one day he sees some YouTube video, and then one day he sees a story in the news about a YouTube star who wants to become president. And because he's in probably a drunken-fueled rage, or a drunken-fueled comatose, this seems like a good idea to him. And yeah, that would be good. He really connects with the people. Because he had like 21 million views on his first video about becoming president, completely throwing out all the rules of normalcy, like, oh, you have to be 25 to actually become the president. You need to declare a party to become a president. They did none of these things. You had to have money. Apparently he didn't need that either. The campaign manager somehow convinces the boy's family that, oh, he can do it, he can win. Come on, we know it's a joke. He's a kid. But no, he's serious. So either they're paying him, or he has untold riches, which I don't think he does because his career was in the toilet. Who's paying this guy? Just for the bus alone, it would be $125,000 a month to rent. The boy's family didn't have it. And somehow, he has somehow he gets him to his first debate, and he's crying like a baby because, well, he's 11 years old, and he doesn't know the answers to taxes and these stupid things. And instead of being the charming, charismatic kid that he is on YouTube, he just falls apart. People, oh, look at your dumb kid. Of course he wasn't going to win. He's 11 years old. And then he rallies the troops because he's told that his dog, Scott Cantor, is going to die. So that's going to play in the sympathy of people and going to get him elected. Again, ignoring completely the rules of got to be at least 25. So they threw in a line where technically his mom would be the president, or his dad, or the parents, because they're the legal guardian. So even though he is the candidate, you're actually voting for the parents. Well, I don't see how that works, because then technically, by all laws, the kid is not president. It's his parents. So the kid wins. And like that older Twilight Zone episode where that guy could wink you out of existence if he didn't like you, they had to always keep him happy, always keep a smile on their face. So because he's a bratty little kid, hey, I don't want to go to a physical. Hey, make old doctors illegal. Oh, I don't want to do this or that, or let's get rid of Congress. Let's give free stuff to people. Video games. Everybody wants video games. Well, kids maybe, but not everybody. So like, if game companies don't want to give them, we'll make them. 240 million games to everybody in the U.S. It's only in the U.S. If they don't like it, we'll add a $10 million surcharge, put them out of business overnight. Ready? Again, I don't think it works that way. And for some reason, because he's the president, and unlike every other president, where all the advisors and the Congress and the villains behind the scenes can always overturn anything a sitting president does, they don't do this in this story. The manager is getting really concerned because he's doing a lot of crazy shit. He tries to talk to people, but they don't want to listen because he's the president and he's inciting treason. So the military's all for him because, well, he's the president and we got to do what he says. Yeah, when has any military leader or general obeyed the commander-in-chief or agreed with everything the commander-in-chief said? So there's always dissension. But not in this episode. He tries pulling the mother aside, but she's already affected by the greed of, well, technically I'm the president. Why would I want to rein in my son? So in the Untouchable style, or Godfather 2 style, he calls in the campaign manager to a closed-door meeting to play golf. Of course, they're playing miniature golf inside a closed room with no cameras and only 2 guards. And they shut the door behind them, and he gives him the soft sell. Oh, you like golf? You know, I can't stand it. I can't make a hole-in-one. Why can't I make a hole-in-one? So here you don't like me anymore. You're being treasonous. So he's labeling all this junk. And, sir, you may be the president, but that was not a hole-in-one. So the kid yells, gun, gun. They blow him away. And that's where we find out why he's in the hospital. And since he's the president, has the immunity, and there's no proof, he gets labeled an assassin. And the twist of this episode is, well, because he's president and he doesn't like old people being doctors, the person who has to save him, the doctor on duty, is another 11-year-old who probably hasn't gone to medical school or knows much at all, but because that's the law, only kids can be doctors, you know, his life is now in the hand of this kid, and it pulls away, and he screams. Jordan Peele walks out to a curtain, gives his closing remarks, and that is the end of the episode. So what do we have to learn from this? Well, I don't think it's a commentary on YouTube stars and how they can do anything. I think it's more a comment on, be careful what you wish for, because when you actually get it, you might not like it, and you might not have the opportunity to correct that change, which clearly he didn't. Well, that's all for this week's Glue review. Please leave a comment down below. Like and share the video, click subscribe, click that notification bell because more reviews are coming right up. I will see you next week. Bye. Have something to send us? We have a P.O. Box. P.O. Box 11626, Hollywood Way, California, 91505. Show your friends you support Classic Glue while showing the world who you back in the battle of the second screen with a brand new Classic Glue t-shirt from Zazzle. Sizes vary from small to 6X, and you can take your choice of colors from olive, forest green, camo, and many, many more. And if you haven't already, go ahead and order a team hoodie, an I Love Classic Glue tee, an opening team tee, or an athletics tee as well. The link is below in the description. You're gonna look great. People love these shirts, and they fit wonderfully. If you enjoyed this video and want to stick around, why not subscribe to this channel by clicking the glue bottle in the middle. Ring that bell for notifications and stay tuned. More videos are coming right up.